Hello, my name is Koigos. This is my presentation on autonomous driving and some of its potential benefits. So to start us off, we have to talk about what autonomous driving is. It's the driving or operation of a vehicle that doesn't require any human influence over the control of the vehicle, except maybe in like an emergency's case. These vehicles are, like I said, self-driving and take in many observed variables from their surroundings so that they can make driving decisions while going down the road. AI does tend to be very interconnected with this technology. So, who is using autonomous driving? Autonomous driving is going to be revolutionary for any industry that heavily relies on transportation. This includes logistics and shipping, consumer markets, or public transportation like taxis or buses as well. Tesla has begun testing some autonomous driving features in some of their Tesla vehicles. So, where is autonomous driving being used? The current leaders in autonomous driving research and implementation are, like we can see in this graph here, the Netherlands, Singapore, and the United States of America, with Sweden and the United Kingdom following close behind. China is ranked at 16 with a score of about 14, whereas those top three all have scores of 24 or higher. When is autonomous driving being used? Autonomous driving is being used a lot for replacing consumer vehicles, service vehicles, and like I said, public transport vehicles. The most popular implementation or most well known of them is Tesla's self-driving feature, but they're also very commonly seen in some of those other countries like Singapore and Japan as well in smaller implementations for service, like maybe delivering a tray of food items, things like that. So, why is autonomous driving being used? It can greatly reduce the average travel times for commuters and other travelers. If only a fifth of the cars on the road were driving autonomously, the average travel time would be reduced by 4 minutes. If all of them were autonomous, that travel time would be reduced by about 11 minutes. We can see with this chart here on the graph some of the potential benefits from driverless cars. There would be roughly 5 million fewer accidents, 30,000 fewer deaths, 2 million fewer injuries, and $400 billion saved in accident related costs. It would also, like I said, result in fewer commuting hours, a lot of fuel savings, and of course with fuel costs as well. And so, how can autonomous driving help solve sustainability goals? One way is with air pollution, with a lot of compact autonomous vehicles being electric and not needing a gasoline engine, or that would be inefficient for them. Air pollution in urban areas where a lot of these would be used, these smaller vehicles, it would be decreased. It would also help with infrastructure, like I've mentioned many times. Travel times would be lower, so the supply chain could run more efficiently, and people can get where they need to be quicker. It can also help reduce inequalities because people that don't possess the ability to drive a vehicle with current laws, since you have to be able to control the vehicle a certain way and be able to see certain things, these people would be able to travel on the roadways more easily. And lastly, I have two truths and a lie. So, first, 51% of people think autonomous driving would lead to complacency among the operators of the vehicle. Second, autonomous driving can result in fewer deaths and fewer injuries. Or third, business costs would not decrease if autonomous transportation was used. I'll give you some time to comment your answer, 1, 2, or 3, going from the top to bottom if you want. The lie is the third one. Business costs would decrease if autonomous transportation was used. Thank you very much.